And now, Death Valley Days. Howdy, folks. I'm the old ranger, and I have another interesting true story for you about the historic Death Valley country. Tonight, we go back to the year 1876, the old mining camp of Pioche, Nevada, which lays just across the line from Utah. In Pioche at that time, there was a young assayer by the name of Murphy. Now, what his first name was, nobody seems to remember. Which is odd, considering the important part he plays in this famous story of the Mormon's Grindstone. Metalliferous Murphy was the nickname he went by. But the prospector who burst into the assay office that day in November '76 had some other names to call him.
What's the idea of making a report like this, Murphy?
What's the matter with it?
You say those samples assayed at $40 a ton.
They did.
Then how come when I try to sell my claim the best assay anybody else can get is half that?
These results were exact, Meeker. I know my business. I've been doing assays for years.
Oh, sure. Graduate from School of Mines. Know all the tricks, huh?
What do you mean by that?
I mean it's about time you learn to make an honest report.
Has it occurred to you those other assays may have been faked to knock your price down?
Not a chance. They were done by reliable outfits.
Now, wait a minute. You can't come in here and talk to me like that.
Hey, Murph. This report you gave me, I showed it to some rock sharps. They know that country as well as they know the back of their hands. They say it's crazy. Say there ain't no ore up there worth that much.
I don't know where your sample came from, but this is a true report on it.
Well. So you've been hornswoggled too, huh, Dutch?
Huh?
Seems our friend here has a habit of boosting values.
That's a lie. What possible reason could I have?
Reason. The more you encourage all of us, the more we'll keep on prospecting.
Yeah, the more samples we bring in for you to assay, the more fees you collect.
Why, you low-down muckrakers. Get out of here, both of you. Go on, get out of my office.
You ain't heard the last of this, Murphy. Come on, Dutch.
Desert rats.
I tell you, this fellow's a fraud. Been playing us all for a bunch of suckers.
Stringing us along with those fancy reports. I never did like the guy.
He's too highfalutin to suit me. He and his college ideas. There's a lot of talk about...
Now, wait a minute, boys. Aren't you stretching it just a little?
You think so? He's ever given you guys any report that wasn't favorable? Well, has he?
No, not to me.
Can't say so. You see?
Well, of course they're favorable. The country around here is full of silver.
Oh, of sorts.
Sure, but not what his assays show.
Look, the ground is often spotty, you know that. You might pick up a piece of
You could go out and break off any old piece of country rock, and Murphy tell you it had metal in it. Or you go out here on the road and scoop a handful of gravel, and he'd tell you it was mighty promising.
Yeah.
No, I don't believe that. Murphy's a darn good assayer, and he's straight as a die.
Why, you're just sticking up for him because he's sweet on your sister.
Well, maybe that's the reason you're so eager to pick on him, Meeker.
Yeah. How about that, Si? You ain't been doing so good with Lisa since Murph came to town.
You ain't very funny, Dutch.
There are chairs in the room. You don't have to keep walking around.
Just trying to get up my courage.
What for?
Oh, Lisa. How is it a man can be so afraid of a sweet little thing like you? When a while ago, he was telling off a couple of hard rock miners, throwing them out in their ear.
Whatever are you talking about?
I love you, Lisa. Will you marry me?
Well, I wondered when you were going to ask me.
Then you will?
Oh, excuse me.
Shall we tell him?
Meet your future brother-in-law, John. Lisa's just promised to marry me.
She has?
Well, aren't you going to congratulate us?
Oh, sure. That's fine.
Maybe I should have asked your permission, but I guess you know I can support her. My business future looks bright.
Yeah. Oh, well, I guess this calls for a drink. Lisa, how about breaking out a bottle?
All I have in the house is some elderberry wine.
That'll do. Murph, while Lisa's out of the room, I just wanted to tell you. I just came from the Sazerac.
So you don't need a drink?
No. Murph, the boys over there are really trying to whip up a case against you.
Huh? What do you mean?
Well, Sign Meeker and Dutch Hummel are the ringleaders.
Those two. I ran them out of my office this afternoon.
Well, they're saying...
Yeah, I know what they're saying. That I'm falsifying assays, reporting values that don't exist. The stupid lunks. Do they think for a measly $5 I'd fake an assay, jeopardize my reputation?
I'm just telling you, Murph. They're going to make trouble for you if they can.
What am I supposed to do?
Well, just play it safe.
Oh.
All right. Don't say I didn't warn you.
What's the matter?
Nothing.
John, what were you warning him about?
Oh, I was just warning him not to drop the ring at the ceremony. You know, bridegrooms have been known to do that.
Well, don't worry. I'll play it safe. I'll tie a string to it.
Well, here's luck to you. Both.
I told you there was one laying around here. Say, Dad, can I have that old grindstone?
Eh?
I said, can I have that old grindstone?
No, that was in the cyclone.
No, grindstone.
Oh, grindstone. Oh, you want to sharpen something? Well, just leave it.
No, Dad, I'd like to have that grindstone.
Oh. What do you want to do with it?
Well, I want to break it up.
Sure. Go ahead and help yourself.
All right, thanks.
Lopsided ain't no good. That's the reason I throw it out.
It's a show up our Mr. Metalliferous Murphy. Give me a hammer.
Who are we going to send with the samples?
Well, not you nor me, that's for sure.
Think you'll smell a rat if I went?
Yeah. John Corwin. He's our man.
Yeah. Murphy'd never suspect him, a good friend.
Only friend he's got.
You better go fetch him, Dutch. He's right across the street while I break up this blasted stone.
What's this all about?
I left it for you to explain, sir.
Well, we're submitting some samples to your friend, Mr. Murphy, for assay.
Sandstone.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, that's ridiculous. Everybody knows sandstone never contains any metals.
Well, that's just why we selected it, because it's absolutely worthless.
Yeah, but what do you want to bet that Mr. Murphy will find some values in it?
I'd stake my life he wouldn't.
Well, and it's great because you're just the guy that's going to take in these samples.
Me? Oh, no. I don't want any part of the deal.
What's the matter, you afraid?
What do you mean?
Afraid to show him up with the fraud that he really is?
Murphy's a man of integrity.
Well, here's your chance to prove it by taking him these samples. Go give me a sack. He says they're worthless? Well, that settles it. He's honest.
But if he turns in a good report...
That's impossible.
Well, he's your friend. You want to clear his reputation, don't you?
All right, I'll do it. I don't like it, but I'll do it.
Wait a minute. You ain't going alone.
You mean you don't trust me?
You just might tip your hand.
Yeah, you better go with him, Frank. You know, just as it was an accident. You'll bring us a report as soon as you get it, won't you?
Right.
We'll be waiting for you at the Sazerac.
Hello, John. Frank? What do you got here?
Oh, some samples I'd like a report on.
Sure, John. I'll give him one of my best professional assays.
When do you think you can get to them?
You in a hurry, huh?
Yeah, sort of.
You think you've really located pay dirt this time, huh? Hey, where'd you get him? I'll run an assay on him this afternoon. Bring the report over to your house.
Good.
I hope it will be. What can I do for you, Frank?
Well, I was just kind of curious what John had in the sack.
Well, what he has is his business.
Sure. Sure.
After you went out last night, John, Murph and I set the date. He wanted to get married right away, but I persuaded him to wait till Christmas. And that's only another month, and he'll give me time to make a wedding dress. John? You're not listening. You haven't heard a word I've said.
Well, sure I have. You're getting married.
Murph said he wanted you to stand up with him. But I told him you'd be giving me away. And you couldn't very well do both.
Here he is now.
I've got it! I've got it!
Our marriage license?
An assay report for John.
Oh, is that all?
Oh, will you hear? You've struck it rich, John. Silver, $100 to the ton.
No, it can't be.
Well, here, take a look at it.
$100 a ton? Oh, Murph, there must be some mistake.
Oh, no, assays don't lie.
Oh, John, how simply wonderful.
Where did you locate it, John? It's different from any ore I've seen around here. How much did you stake?
John, where are you going?
To the Sazerac.
Well, what about a celebration right here?
Well, what's the matter with him?
Anybody'd think I handed him a death warrant.
It'll be an awful surprise guy, that's all I can say.
I don't know. There's John. Where's the report?
Well, I ain't got the report.
Well, what does it say?
Well, there must be some mistake.
What does it say?
Let's see it.
Silver. $100 a ton. From a grindstone?
He sure went all out this time.
There's your honest, Mr. Murphy. What do you got to say for him now?
Well, there must be some mistake.
A mistake that's going to cost him plenty. He faked his last assay in Pioche.
Or any place else, the dirty shyster.
All right, now go get a rail.
Yeah, that's a good idea. I know where there's some tar. You get a big kettle.
Tar and feather him?
That's right,
Tar. You round up all the feather pillars you can find.
Right.
And we'll all meet at the blacksmith shop.
Sure.
We're going to ride this guy out of town backwards.
And as naked as the day he was born, that's all.
Well, now, just wait till we get the tar. Hurry up with that tar, Frank. Hey, come on. That's it. Stir it up. Stir it up. Yeah, that's it.
Here the feather pillows, Si. You want me to rip them open?
Not yet. Wait till we get the tar on him. Come on, get the rest of that tar in there, Frank. Hey, Dad. Keep stirring this tar up. Don't let the fire die down. All right, boys, should we go get him?
There's only one thing to do. You've got to saddle a horse and make your getaway.
I don't understand. I've done nothing.
That assay, Murph, it was framed. The rock was worthless. Just an old grindstone from the blacksmith shop that they broke up.
How do you know?
I saw them. They dragged me into it, made me bring the samples to you.
Oh, John.
I agreed because I thought it would be a chance to clear you of suspicion once and for all. Instead, it backfired. I don't know how. But now they're coming to get you, so don't waste any more time.
There was silver in those samples. High grade.
Murph, it was sandstone.
What's sandstone got to do with it?
Gold and silver never occur in sandstone. It's a geological fact.
Oh. Well, maybe you got the samples mixed up.
Oh, no, I couldn't have. Unless somebody switched them on me.
That's it. Somebody switched them.
It's too late to worry about that now. They're getting ready to tar and feather you. Now get going.
You better do what he says, darling, at least until they cool off.
Open up.
They're here now. Slip out the back way and take my horse. I'll hold them off. Come on.
Open up or we'll bust the door down.
Go on.
No. If I run now, they'll take their anger out on you two. There's no telling what a crazy mob will do. You stand over there where you won't get hurt.
Here he is. Here he is. Didn't I tell you he'd be hiding here?
I'm not hiding from anybody.
All right, take him away, please.
All right, let go of him. Get out of here.
Get him out of here.
No.
Step aside,
You
man.
can't do this to him.
Get out of the way.
Keep out of this, Lisa. He deserves what he's getting.
No, no.
Well, we caught him red-handed.
There was silver in that rock. I swear it.
You hear? Give him a chance to prove he's innocent.
Ah, it's no use. Let's go.
It's only common justice. Every man has the right.
What do you want, Lisa?
Let him make another assay
We know the answer.
while you watch him. Sigh for my sake.
All right, boys. Hold up the party, boys.
Oh, come on.
Just hold it up,
Oh,
not
wow.
call it off. We all know what the outcome will be. Take him over to his office and take John along, too. I'm going over to the blacksmith shed and pick up some more samples of that grindstone. I'll meet you at his office. You know, I'm doing this just for you.
Thank you, Si.
What's the matter? Going soft?
Oh, he'll still get his. Then I'll stand a better chance with Lisa when it's all over. Lisa, what are you doing here?
I just wanted to make sure there's no trick to this.
Trick?
You are taking a sample from the same rock he tested before.
You can see for yourself.
Yes.
And you'll soon see once and for all just what kind of a guy this Murphy is.
I already know.
Yeah, you just think you do. You come along with me and I'll show you something. Dad, keep the tar hot. We'll be needing it.
Huh?
The tar. Keep it boiling.
Oh, boiling, yeah.
Here you are.
Don't take all night to do it.
I've got to grind them up. Now, if you'll just let me over there so I can pan this ore. That's the concentrates.
Concentrates? You mean sand.
Now we're coming to the real test. Sulfuric acid will dissolve everything.
Everything is right.
Except the silver.
I said everything.
What's the matter, nervous, Murphy? Thinking about that tar and feathers?
Be lucky if you don't get the rope.
I bring it to a boil.
And when the boiling's over, there'll be nothing left.
Nothing? How long will it take?
Minute or two.
Thanks. Oh, no, you don't. I know that old trick. You put silver in a cigarette and drop the ash. You're not salting the old grindstone that way, Mr. Murphy.
That's straight tobacco, Meeker.
We're still not taking any chances.
It's almost all boiled away.
Yeah, well, you watch. That crucible will be empty.
Look, it's beginning to show. It's silver! What did I tell you?
I can't see.
That black powder, it's silver!
Silver and sandstone.
The first time in the history of this country.
I still don't believe it.
It's silver, all right, Si.
Grindstone?
I don't know, but it has $100 a ton.
John, come with me quick.
Boil away in there to silver.
Silver, all right, Si.
Oh, wait a minute!
If it's that rich in silver, how come none of us saw it?
Because it's not in its native state. It's in the form of a sulfide.
I still don't believe it.
Well, sure, I can tell you. I got it from Orson Keeler. That was worth what I paid for it.
Well, where did he get it?
Huh?
Orson Keeler!
Oh, he was a Mormon. He's dead now.
Where, Dad? Where did he get it?
He made it. That is his business, making grindstone. Come over here once a year from Utah.
Utah?
Whereabouts in Utah?
Think, Dad, think.
I don't have to think. I know. Town of Leeds. Sandstone hills all around there.
Dad, this grindstone is full of silver. High grade.
Silver? Well, why didn't you say so? Oh, yes, comes from a certain reef. White reef, they call it. It ain't white, though. It's this color, see? Pink, streaked with lavender.
Thanks, Dad. I'll saddle up. I should be there by morning, and you tell Murph I'll locate for him and you, too.
Oh, John, don't forget Dad here.
Right.
Silver.
And when the others come to ask you,
I can't hear a thing.
I don't know how I lived through it. Standing here watching. It's as though my own heart were in that crucible.
Yeah. Mine, too. Oh, Lisa. Lisa.
And that's the story of the Mormon's Grindstone, which started one of the big mining rushes of the West. Silver Reef, the camp was called. And in the next 10 years produced over $10.5 million worth of ore.